Today I'm going to show you a little bit about Office Mix. Office Mix is a great tool that you can use to digitize your content. If you already have PowerPoints created, you can use those in your video editing. Okay, so what can you do with Office Mix? Well, for one, you can create voice, video, and digital ink within PowerPoint. You can it can be played back on any device. So a student that's using their phone, they can use that device as well. You can create polls, insights, and analytics. We're not going to cover that today. This is going to be in a future training. But you can create voice, video, and digital ink all within PowerPoint while you record.
First, I'm going to show you how to install Office Mix. You will need to open a browser. This could be Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, your choice. Up in the top Explorer bar, you need to type mix.office.com. It'll navigate to this website. Just for future reference, there is a gallery of previously created Office Mix. It might be cool to check out some of the ones that have already been created. Over on the right-hand side, you'll see a button that says Get Office Mix. Select that option. When you get to this point, you're going to actually sign in with a work or school account. Click on Sign in with a work or school account. And here's where you're going to log in with your Pasadena credentials. Okay, as you can see, the download has started down in the bottom left-hand corner. I'm going to click to open it and choose to run this application. Agree to the license terms and conditions and install. If you need to back up and review those processes, you can rewind the video at any time. Once Office Mix is installed, you'll have an extra tab up here in PowerPoint. You may be required to restart your computer. Restart your computer, and you have Office Mix on your computer.
Okay, now that you have Office Mix installed on your computer, many times they get the question, what do I do next? Step one, you need to have some sort of PowerPoint already created. Step two, edit your mix. Edit the recordings, the drawings, any videos that you have on your Office Mix. Next, you need to save or export to video. And I'll walk you through this process as we go. And lastly, upload to Schoology.
Now that you've installed Office Mix and you click on the toolbar up at the top, you have different options when you go in here. We have slide recording, which allows you to record on yourself giving your presentation. You can add audio, video of yourself presenting, and write on each slide. The next tool I'm going to talk about is screen recording. You can create a video recording of the computer screen and insert it on the slide. For example, this right now, what I'm doing is I'm screen recording everything that I'm doing. The next is a screenshot. Screenshot quickly adds a snapshot of any window or anything that you want open on your desktop to your document. Okay. Next is insert video or insert audio. These are files that are already on your device. For example, if you had a YouTube video that you have downloaded to your computer and would like to insert into your notes, you can do that here. Also, insert audio. If there's an article that you're reading, or there's a sound clip of a textbook that you're using, or a reading assignment, you can also insert that audio into your Office Mix here. Some other options are previewing it, and the last bit that we will talk about today is exporting to video. Show you is slide recording. This is one that's used quite a bit. So on this slide here, I'm going to add some sort of recording. So I'm going to click on slide recording. and it's going to open up an entirely new box. Okay, on here I have record, stop, previous slide, forward slide, play, and delete certain things. And I'll go over everything on the right in just a second. Okay, so when I'm ready to start recording, I will actually push the record button. And then I can pause it or stop it. If I stop it, I will have to go back and re-edit it. I can pause it and add to the recording. It's important to note that all recordings are per slide. So if I record something, it'll be just on this one slide. Okay. Over here, I can select a camera, or I don't have to have a camera. It's really up to you and your preference. As you can see here, it's picking up my microphone, and based on me talking, I can decrease the volume or increase the volume. So let's take a look with just no microphone, camera, and let's see how it records. So on here, it is currently recording 4, 5, 6 seconds in, and I can underline things, I can choose the different options over here, and I can highlight, circle, and create certain things. Okay. Once I'm done with that recording, I can stop it and come back to it. Excuse me, I cannot come back to it, but I can delete this slide recording or not. Once I'm done with my recording, I can close out of this box. As you can see, my annotations have shown up on here. Now, they don't really mean anything. They actually show up as an image and actually won't show up in the annotations until I export my video. I do also want to show you how you can add video. So if I go to slide 2, I can actually input a video of myself right here. Once again, select slide record and change my camera to this guy right here. And as you can see, here I am. So once I start recording, it is going to record my screen. The video has disappeared, but it is still recording that video. And so if I had text here, I can annotate on that text. Change color just like I've shown you before. And then once I'm done, just hit stop recording. As you can see, a video has now popped up on this slide. I'm going to show you a cool little trick. Close out of my recording. I can take this video and place it anywhere on my screen. And I'm going to put it down in the bottom right hand corner for this slide. Okay. Show you is screen recording. This right here that you're watching is a screen recording, so you're watching everything that I'm doing, and it's just a simple button right here. A few things to note: to stop the screen recording at any time, you can hover to the top. As you can see here, I can pause it, stop it, remove audio, select a specific area, and obviously it has my pointer being recorded as I go around. Don't have to have that. So for example, I'm going to add a new slide. Let's do a new slide, and I want to add a screen recording on this slide. In this case, I would select screen recording. I'm not going to select it right now because it would be a screen recording on top of a screen recording. And so if you have any questions, please ask. The other thing to note is that after I'm done and I push pause or stop, once I close out of this, it'll be inserted into my slide. Using the screenshot feature. If you click the down arrow, you can create a screen clipping of whatever you want. So I'm going to select screen clipping, and I want to choose just this part right here. As you can see, it now inputs that picture into my PowerPoint. Just a quick way for me to add any sort of image. The next option is inserting video or audio. And this is just inserting a video that you've already saved on your computer or inserting any audio that you already have on your computer. If you watch when I click on it, it'll open the File Explorer box, and I can find any video that I actually want to put in there. And it's literally going to insert that video or audio file into that PowerPoint. Okay. Next one, insert audio. Once again, it's looking for any audio files that I have on this computer. So here are all the features. An option that we're going to use maybe in the future in more advanced training is uploading to Mix. But let's just work with exporting to video. So if I select this export to video, it's going to save a file to this computer. On the right hand side, you can see a little, I call it a wizard, that is opened up, and we're going to export this video. We're going to change the video size. Since we're not watching a full feature film, we're going to change the size down to a smaller, more manageable size. 480p is still good enough to watch on the internet or as a DVD, so this is definitely fine. If you do not have any recordings on a slide, this will determine how long that video stays on that slide. So if there's some text or some reading that needs to be done on a slide, we can expand this up to maybe 45 seconds or 60 seconds. Now the longer it is, the longer your entire video is going to be. So I'm going to keep this one at 5 seconds. Then hit next. It's going to ask me where I want to save this. Just going to call this now. Here it's in my documents, and you can name it any file that you want, and click save. Okay, and right now it's exporting to video, so I'm going to pause my screen recording, and we'll come back to it in just a second. Okay, now my video has been exported. Success, your video has been exported. And what that means, it just means that that file has been saved. So I can close this tutorial, and it should be there. We've exported our video or saved our Office Mix as a video to this computer. What do I do with it next? And so hopefully by now you've created a Schoology class or have created something to hand out materials. In this case, I'm going to show you how to upload this video that you've created, saved to the computer. We're going to upload this to your Schoology class. So here you see that I'm logged into my Schoology, and I've navigated to the course that I want to add it to. So I want this class right here. And here I am. To add materials, I select Add Materials, Add File, Link, External Tool, and then we want to add a file. Now, one thing to note is that there is a max limit, so 512 megabytes per file. I uploaded a 1-minute one 2 seconds ago, and it was 9 megabytes. So that gives you kind of a picture of how much space that you have. The more things you do, the more space that it will require. So you attach files, it's going to open up a File Explorer, and look, we saved it in our documents. There's our presentation, and open, and it's going to upload. Once it's there, you can have students go to that, watch that, whatever you need to do. You can also attach this to an assignment, and it's also the same file limit as well. And I'm going to add. As you can see, now my presentation is in my Schoology and my students have access to that.